Well, guys, welcome back to another video. And today I thought I would take yous back to, I suppose, how this journey all started for me. So I'll give it a break up from the 2-4 files. They'll obviously be coming back probably next video. But yeah, I thought I'd take you back to where it all started for me, how I ended up on this journey, how I ended up starting, I suppose really how I ended up starting the YouTube channel, and how I ended up branching off into the whole topic instead of just focusing on the ghosts and the paranormal. So when I was 4, my mum, dad, and my sister Kirsty lived in this house here. And obviously, I won't put up where there's guys and what they dress is because I don't want people hounding the poor people, because maybe nothing ever happened to them. Maybe the house has been fine for them. Maybe they never had any issues. So when mum, dad, and my sister lived there, I think it was pretty quiet. I don't think much happened. And to give you a bit of context, guys, when you went into the house, stairs went up, and then you would have the bathroom, and then off the bathroom was like a little, I call it an alcove, but like a little inlet where there was a window, and that's where you used to keep the washing basket where your washing went. And then you come up the landing, bedroom there, and then bedroom at the far end. So when I think I was 4, I would have been around about 4. And I was petrified of the dark, guys, terrified of the dark when I was a kid. So I always remember having a Humpty Dumpty lamp that I always used to have on in my bedroom. And then my family always used to keep the lantern light on. So if I got up in the middle of the night to go to the toe, whatever, obviously the light was on. I wasn't scared of going out there. So up until this point, guys, I don't actually remember anything ever happening to me. I don't remember. I used to have nightmares a lot, I think. I remember, but nothing I would say that was like was above average. I think that was pretty still a norm. Like I think most kids that age would probably have nightmares, you know. And I've never looked into that, guys, or thought too much into it, to be honest. But anyway, guys, so one night I get out of bed to go to the toilet, and I came out of my bedroom and then turned right to go to where the bathroom was. And like I say, guys, where you had that little alcove, that little inlet that went in. As I approached that, this figure stepped out of that alcove. And this figure, guys, must have been approaching 7 foot tall, guys. He was enormous. He was absolutely huge. And don't forget, guys, for the context, the lantern light was on. So this wasn't in the dark. It wasn't as if I thought I saw a shadow and I thought it was big. This was in, for want of a better phrase, in broad daylight. The light was on, fully illuminated. You could see everything. And the figure, guys, that stepped out was what I've always described as was the devil. And I know that might sound extreme to some people, and that might sound crazy. And even saying it, and I know it sounds crazy, but I know what I saw. And so, even though I've always called it the devil, guys, I suppose it could be a demon, you know. But that's what I called it from being 4, from when I was younger when I saw it. So I've just kept with that all the way through when I've ever told the story. Albeit I've never really told the story that much, guys, up until I decided to run the channel, and I went on Truth Proof with Paul, and I told the story, I suppose, because it was predominantly kept within the family. I've never really spoke about it outside, even to friends. So yeah, so new guys. So he stepped out of the alcove, and like I say, he must have been 7 foot tall, guys. He was massive, or maybe, guys, I've thought over the years, maybe in retrospect, because I was only 4, he seemed a lot taller than maybe what he was. But either way, well, my sister's tall. My sister must be almost 6 foot, and he was taller than her. So that's where the perspective comes from, guys. Anyway, so he stepped out of this alcove, guys, and like I say, he was extremely tall. He was a burnt orange, reddy colour. And his body, guys, was like if you take the clothes off an Action Man, that's what he looked like. So he was extremely muscular, but he wasn't. He didn't have anything down below. He was just totally smooth. His body was totally smooth. He didn't have any what you normally have down there as a guy. He didn't have any of that, guys. He was just totally smooth, but he was extremely muscular. And he had his eyes, guys, I'll never forget, were pure black. So you couldn't see any pupils, you couldn't see any of the white. His eyes were just purely black. And on his head, he had two tiny horns. Maybe I would probably equate them to if you see a young bull where they've just started to get the horns in. So they were maybe about an inch, 2 inches big. They weren't like full on horns that you would see in like Hellboy or or a horror movie. They weren't that big. And so as he steps out, guys, he still had one leg that I couldn't see, which was in the alcove. And obviously then, guys, as soon as I clocked him, I'm stood there and I'm frozen in terror, absolutely petrified. And I can remember just stood there looking at him, and I can't remember what was going through my brain, guys, but I was, like I said, I was petrified. I was frozen in spot. And I can remember him having like a sinister smile and then chuckling or laughing. And then he reached his arm out to what appeared to me to be like to grab me. And then it was at that point I've then spun 180 and I've ran in my mum and dad's bedroom. And then obviously I'm hysterical. I'm saying, once I managed to calm me down, I'm saying, I've seen the devil. And I can't remember whether it was mum or dad, but I can remember one of them saying to me, how does he know what the devil is? And I suppose at the time, guys, how would I know what the devil was? I don't remember that ever being spoken to me, or I don't ever remember that being a conversation. So I don't really know where that come from and where I've got that word from, or how that was portrayed to me. That's just always a feeling I've got. As I've got older, I've always said that, and I've thought about it more over the years. I've always thought that maybe it could have just been a demon. It didn't necessarily have to be the devil. That's just what I equated it to at the time, and that's, like I said before, that's the terminology I've used moving forward. Now, I was raised Catholic, guys, but I haven't been to church. I haven't been to church in years. So because of that, then I've always wondered when you like, say, when I've been to Truth with Paul and you watch other podcasts or you watch other YouTube videos, and it always says that the phenomena can portray to you what you would, the phenomena can portray to you whatever it wants to. So then over the years I've thought, was it actually a devil or a demon? Was it the phenomena showing me what the top fear of somebody who was Catholic would be, who was Christian would be? Was it something else portraying that? Was it something else? What was it? Was it potentially an alien portraying itself as that because it didn't want itself to be seen? Or on the other hand, guys, maybe it is exactly what I saw, and it's exactly what it says in the tin, and that's exactly what it was. I've went back and forth over the years, guys, about what it actually was, whether it was actually a demon or the devil, or whether it was something else, whether it was a different phenomena. To be honest, guys, I probably still flip-flop on what actually I think it was. Some days I'm adamant and I'm nailed on that it was a devil or a demon. Other days I'm more swayed to the side of maybe it was an alien or maybe it was phenomena showing itself into something to scare me. Like I've said in other videos, guys, or other podcasts I've been on, I believe all this stuff does feed off fear, and it 100% it would have fed off me that night because I was absolutely petrified, terrified. Now, we didn't stay in that house too much longer, guys, but nothing ever happened again in that house that I can remember of. And then when me, my mum, dad, and my sister all moved to the house that my mum and dad's still in now, nothing ever happened in there. I never had a ghostly encounter in there. Never had. I never ever saw anything like that ever again. With that being said, guys, that definitely put me onto the path of ghosts and paranormal investigation. So I've done quite a few of them over the years, guys. I've done stuff up in Scotland with my mate Paul. I've done stuff with my uncle Jed. I've done Newsham Park Hospital. Used to be the mental asylum, then it was the naughty boys home, then it went back to the asylum. So I've done quite a few things, guys, up and down the country, and that's what got me. So I suppose for me, guys, seeing that and then the paranormal was my gateway into this. And then off the back of that, once I joined the military, I saw some really high strangeness stuff, some really creepy, some really weird stuff, and that culminated in me seeing that UFO in Afghanistan, which that in itself, guys, kind of made it full circle for the phenomena as a whole, because I was never really that much of a UFO guy, if I'm being honest with you, up until I saw that one in Afghanistan. That's when my interest in UFOs and UAPs really kicked off. And then that was what led me on to Truth Proof. That was what led me going down to Bempton, having that weird encounter with those people who claimed they were search and rescue, which is in another video, guys, that. Which I'll link down below if anyone's interested in watching it, guys. So, yes, I thought I would mix the videos up, guys, tell you the experience that first got me into this. And if there is, guys, anybody out there who follows me, or if anybody knows of anyone who's got a friend who's really good at, be it who's really good at sketching, a sketch artist, or just really good at being an artist or drawing. It's one of those skills I always wish I had, but I don't. I would really, really love to get it out of my head and onto paper so I could show people what I actually saw. I've tried to go through AI, guys, and I've put in numerous different things to try and get it refined down to what it actually looked like. And I can't get it right, guys. I can't get anywhere close to what it actually was. So if anybody does know anybody who's like that, or if you are yourself, guys, and you're a fan of the channel, please drop me a message and on shadows and sightings 3010@gmail.com, and I would love to work with you guys and get what's in my brain out on the paper so everybody else could see. I've also, guys, set up a Discord channel for everybody, so it's popular in a lot of things with game, or it's just popular in general now, guys. So I've got a Discord server set up, and you can so I'll put a link below, guys, and you can talk to me on there, because I'm on there pretty much every day. I'm pretty much on there. I'm pretty much permanently on there now, guys. But I've got stuff for your own sightings. I've got stuff for cryptids, UFOs, UAPs, ghosts, you name it, guys. You can talk about whatever you want on there. Stuff about famous cases, everything, guys. And I've already invited a couple of my mates on there from a different hobby that I'm into, and they're all great, guys. So click the link, guys. Head over to Discord, join me on there, and we can share some theories, guys, and share some experiences on there. I just want to shout out to my friend Kirsty, who has shared 2 or 3 encounters and sightings with me now. So thank you very much, Kirsty. I appreciate it. And I will tell you guys about them in a following video. And if anybody else, guys, has any sightings in the northeast near me, Newcastle, Durham, Northumberland, anywhere like that, jump on Discord and tell me, guys, or send me an email, and I would love to hear from you. And if you want me to, I'll mention them on the channel, and I'll keep your name out of it. I can keep you totally anonymous. But if you'd like to share what you've seen and what you've experienced, then let me know on Discord or by email. And the final one, guys, is I'm appearing on 3 different podcasts. So I sent out some emails today, and 3 out of the 4 guys the email got back to me. So brilliant. So I'm going to be on Bob Brown's, I'm going to be on Paranormal Pendles, and I'm going to be on Mysteries and Monsters. So I've got them 3 guys booked in. So I'll put a community post out, and I'll mention it in Discord when I'm going to be on there. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you at the next one.